There's too much noise in the bag space, and this channel is about cutting through it. I'm Zach, and this is Visionswell, where we talk about products and principles for a simple, serene life. Today we're looking at one bag, honest takes, no shilling, because I'm on a mission to own less and only own what actually matters. And apparently that mission requires reviewing a ridiculous number of bags first. I'll go over what this bag is, who it's for, and where I'm landing on it. Let's get into it. This is the PRVKE EDC Rolltop backpack from a brand called WANDRD, and for some reason, this brand is allergic to vowels. They only have one in their name, WANDRD, and then the PRVKE, they spell PRVKE, so they really don't like vowels. This is a Rolltop backpack that goes from 18 to 22 liters, depending on how you have it loaded out, how high the Rolltop goes, weighs 2.6 pounds, and the laptop sleeve fits up to a 16-inch laptop, as well as a tablet sleeve that can accommodate up to a 13-inch tablet. It's made from tarpaulin, ballistic nylon, and has YKK zippers throughout. It's got Rolltop access, a zipper behind the Rolltop for quick access, a separate laptop compartment that goes in from the side, on the back of the bag, 2 water bottle pockets, a quick access pocket on the front. It's got a hidden passport pocket, a little key pocket on the top, luggage pass-through, nice shoulder straps with a sternum strap on a rail system, magnetic tote handles, and it also can accommodate a waist belt if you want to attach one. So my first impressions of this bag are that it's very shiny, smooth, plasticky feeling because of the tarpaulin. I actually kind of like tarpaulin. I had this old chrome Hondo backpack that was tarpaulin and I actually really appreciated it. You just got to be careful because it can get scuffed up, also puncture pretty easily, although it's extremely weatherproof, and having a roll top in addition to the tarpaulin makes it a very weatherproof bag. Although the addition of a zipper behind the roll top means that there could be a small chance of water intrusion. So the vibe of this bag is for someone outdoorsy, someone that prefers roll tops, someone who doesn't mind digging through a bag, opening the top, reaching all the way down to the bottom, rummaging through all their stuff. Anyone that needs like a nice EDC bag that's a little bit more outdoorsy, a little bit less technical, and a little bit more like get up and go, out in the wilderness. You're a little bit more of a rough and tumble type. That's more the vibe of this, as opposed to something super technical, super businessy. This is more outdoorsy. So let's talk about how I loaded it out with my EDC for real everyday use. So as you can see, the front of the bag here, I don't really love the WANDRD branding, how they're these giant rubberized logos that are stitched so obviously into the bottom. I think it's a little bit tacky looking, if you want my honest opinion. Don't love the branding. I do like that they have these little attachment points if you want to put like shock cord and exit through on the front. That's nice to see. There's some on the bottom too. Here's that front quick access pocket. This is the only PU coated zipper on the bag. You have a nice nylon strap with a nice WANDRD branded G-hook. That's metal, that keeps it closed. 2 side water bottle pockets that have zipper closures and a little bit of elastic. Here's the back panel, really nice carry straps, has some attachment points, sternum strap on a rail system, strap keepers, easy adjustability, luggage pass-through, and then behind the luggage pass-through, it's hard to show on camera and hard to get to, but it has a nice little smuggler's pocket, hidden passport pocket. It's actually really nice. I like how discreet it is. It's not like standing out. No one would even know it's there. Then you have a little key pocket up here on the side. Here's a separate laptop sleeve right here if you want to store a laptop. And there's also a laptop sleeve on the inside, so you could technically store 2 laptops and a tablet if you want, which I think is pretty cool and versatile overall. Really like this burgundy color. Here you can see the tarpaulin. The bottom is nicely reinforced, although you just saw my water bottle fall out. And I really like these magnetic tote handles at the top. I always think that's a nice thing. I really liked it on the PGY Tech roamer tote as well. I like having the ability that they don't just flop everywhere. You can kind of stick them together if you need to. So that's pretty cool. So let's go over the way I have this loaded out for my typical EDC. So in the water bottle pocket, I just have my 17-ounce Evervessel Multi, great little water bottle. And then when you're not using this pocket, you can easily just tuck the mesh away, zip it away. And I like that it keeps it very flat profile. You have the same thing on the other side. I don't have anything in there right now. Then you have this little key leash pocket where I just have my Pioneer Carry card wallet, but this is where the key leash lives. So if you wanted to use this as a dedicated pocket for your keys, you have a little carabiner here. It's actually really nice quality. It's plastic, but it's pivotable. Has a cool little button on it. It's a good place to keep your keys or anything small. Like I said, you have that smuggler's pocket in the back here, but I don't have anything in it right now. But if you wanted to store your passport or anything super valuable, you can do it back there. Here's that luggage pass-through. Nice padded back panel with some aeration with mesh. Really nice mesh covered beefy carry straps. They were super comfortable to wear. And I like the sternum strap that's on a rail system. Has a little bit of elastic on it. Like I said, strap keepers, easily adjustable. Nice overall carry system. If we go to the quick access pocket, it's the only PU coated zipper, like I said. And it's kind of cool that it's like the same color as the rest of this bag. They went with like that monochromatic design. And they actually stitched the material together right here to give you two sized pockets. In the one, I have my global stash passport wallet from Matador as well as my cell phone. Other one, I have my notebook setup, which is my Lockbee Field Folio, my Studio Neat Mark 1 pen, Der Griffel pen, Rytec pen, two Sharpies, a highlighter, field notes, a loose term, and another field notes. Great little note-taking setup. And yeah, you could fit all kinds of stuff in here. You have the smaller top segment, the bigger bottom segment. Really easy. And because it's in this orientation, you could swing this off your shoulder and get to everything in this pocket. And I like that they give you the full length of the zipper so that you have a ton of room in here. Whereas some brands, they only go like halfway or 3/4. For this side quick access, this allows you to sling it over your shoulder, get to the zipper, and have tons of room in that front quick access. So I think that's a pretty cool design. And then as opposed to the roll top, you also have these nice custom WANDRD zipper pulls. They're really nice. I like that they have the logo. They're a little bit bendy, easy to grab. And there's a nice little zipper garage here. But this gives you zipper access to the roll top compartment instead of just going through the roll top. If you need to get your laptop out during like a TSA screening or something, I just have a 13-inch laptop in the laptop compartment. Then if you look at the roll top itself here, you have different levels. So there's 3 levels for the G clip to go in, depending on how you have it loaded out. If you want to cinch it down more, less, whatever. And then you can pull this nylon strap tight to tighten it down. But if you open this up, it's a little bit tough because it has like a hook on it. Sometimes it's annoying to get open. And then you have this Velcro that helps you kind of like roll this down and pick where you want to roll it down to. There's a couple different spots of the Velcro. Although to me, Velcro is always something that makes a bag look a little bit more budget. It kind of cheapens the look overall. So I don't love that it's like a main feature of this bag is Velcro. So that's something I don't really like in this. Although the flap itself is nice. I like how wide it opens. You can pull it really open. But it's really hard to film in here because there's no clamshell access to this compartment. So it gives you a lot of weatherproofing, but it makes it really hard to get stuff at the bottom of the bag. And it's why I don't typically prefer roll tops. I like roll tops that have either a clamshell or at least one zipper pocket that allows me to get like full side access to the pocket or one down the center or something. I think it's worth the lack of weatherproofing so that you can actually access this compartment. So it's really hard to film this. Peel it back as much as I can just to give you like a view of what's inside. Here's the laptop pocket back here that I accessed from the top zipper up there. There's 2 side mesh pockets where you can put quick access gear. Keeps it towards the top of the bag. They're a little bit suspended. So in the one, I have my Davik mini umbrella. The other one, I have my Bellroy cinch pouch, which is my personal medical gear. Then you have 2 different mesh pockets at the top, a smaller one and a bigger one. In the smaller one, I just have my EDC flashlight, my little Woobin G5. In the other one, got my Muji pouch with my Ambernick RG35 XXH gaming console. Then down the side here, I have a recent pickup that I just bought, which is the Roost V3 Plus laptop stand. I'll be showing this in greater detail in future videos for my coffee shop setup, but this is like the greatest laptop stand that you could ever bring on the go, worth every penny. Then I also just picked up this Orbit Key mini keyboard holder. It's this really nice little keyboard pouch. It's the perfect size to fit my Newfie portable mechanical keyboard. And then you can also fit some gear in here. So this is like if I'm bringing a laptop setup. I have my mouse as well as my laptop cable and my keyboard cable, and they fit perfectly in this little pouch. Really high quality, really protective. I've absolutely been loving this thing. It's like a newer item from Orbit Key. So this is a great way, anytime I'm bringing a laptop, to have my keyboard, mouse, and associated cords all in one compact little package. Then for all my other tech, it's my go-to, my Air Slim pouch. Everything I need is in there as far as other tech I would need. Yeah, it's really hard to see inside here. I wish I could like angle it. Here we go. So you have the zipper up here to get in from the back. Here's the laptop compartment. There's also a mesh pocket. I can't get this to show up. Mesh pocket right here, the small mesh pocket right there. Then the side mesh pockets that are like suspended. So it's really, really, really hard to see inside this compartment, and anything you need to get to that's at the bottom, you'd have to dig in and rummage around like a big empty sack. So like, I don't love the access for this bag as a whole. So let's talk about my overall take. So what's the overall worldview of the WANDRD PRVKE EDC bag? It's that not every EDC bag has to look like a copy of the Air City Pack Pro. They believe that a roll top bag can be just as useful for that type of situation. If you're a commuter, if you're walking around the city, going to the library, going to a coffee shop, that you could use a roll top instead. Gives you that extra bit of weatherproofing. They believe that weatherproofing matters. That's why they went with the roll top. That's why they went with the tarpaulin. So if you're in a place that's super rainy, that's the vibe they're going for. As to who this is for, I think it's for exactly who I'm talking about. Someone that has EDC gear, they like roll tops, they prefer roll tops, they don't mind rummaging around through a big sack to get to their gear, and they want a lot of weatherproofing because they're in a lot of inclement weather. This would be the perfect bag for them. As to who it's not for, I think it's for people like me, who, if they're in inclement weather, they would just use a rain fly or a military poncho, throw it over everything in themselves, instead of having to rely on more difficult access to a bag just for the sake of weatherproofing. I don't personally think that's worth it, and I know there's people out there that kind of agree with me. So I think like the access points of this are a big problem, and for people who really prioritize access, this would not be the bag for them. So my honest critiques of this bag are, has really over-the-top kind of tacky branding, which I think WANDRD just does too much branding. It's like, just use the logo or keep it small. Don't have this like embossed, giant, rubberized sticker logo that's like stuck to the front of the bag. It's so over the top. I don't love that. The Velcro on the roll top I think is a little bit tacky as well. I wish it had clamshell access to the main compartment or some kind of easier access to make it a more useful, easy to get to compartment. So I think those would be my main critiques of this bag. As to my overall take, this is not going to make the short list for me. I think the access is way too difficult. It's not something I would ever reach for. I think it's kind of annoying to get into the bag. It's hard to see inside. It's just not something that is going to work in my everyday setup. I'm not saying it's a bad bag. It's not. It's built well. It's cool looking. I think it's honestly cool for the right type of person. I'm not the type of person that's going to use this bag, so it's definitely not making the short list. It's definitely getting deleted, and that's where I'm landing on it. As to my rant today, I just wanted to talk for a brief second about people who are always trying to play gotcha on YouTube, and it makes me laugh every time. They're out there watching EDC videos and stationary videos and all this stuff and trying to call out influencers for not using the products that they're talking about. You never used that ferro rod. It only has one strike on it. You never used that notebook. I bet you never wrote anything in it. You never used that tool. Look how shiny it is. Get a life, people. That is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life. I've seen it on a ton of other channels, and I've gotten it a little bit on my channel. Most of my commenters are really cool, but there's definitely some people that are just like total miserable loser tool bags. No pun intended. And some examples of that are, sometimes when I do EDC videos, I'm showing tools that I've had for 5+ years, 10+ years sometimes, and they're like, none of these tools look used at all. How they're so shiny, they don't look used whatsoever. It's like, dude, I use mineral spirits. I clean and sharpen my stuff regularly. If you don't take care of your shit, then that just means that you're a slob. I'm not a slob. I take care of my tools, I sharpen them, I clean them with mineral spirits, and before I put them on camera, I make sure they're shiny and ready to go. Cleaned of tape residue, shiny, sharpened. That's the way I like to present my gear. That's the way I keep my gear. I take care of my things and then they last me a lifetime. If you don't, then you're a slob and that's on you. Also, for notebooks, I have a ton of notebooks and I use all of them. All of them here. What do you write in your notebooks? All kinds of stuff, dude. I journal every day. So if you're sitting there saying that people don't use their notebooks or they're just shilling for notebook brands, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. First of all, notebooks are extremely cheap. So anyone that shills for notebooks is an idiot because you're not getting many commissions for shilling for a notebook brand. They're like $10 and $20 objects where people are getting a 10% affiliate commission on it at best. So you're getting $1, $2. So to think that people are out here creating videos and spending time editing and creating videos just to dupe you into buying notebooks so they can make $2, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So if you're leaving comments telling people, you don't use your notebooks, you don't use your tools, you just bought those on Amazon and presented them to everyone, you're an absolute miserable loser and you don't deserve the ability to comment on YouTube. You're a moron. So what do you guys think of the PRVKE EDC bag? Is this something you would use? Do you prefer Rolltops? Do you like this one? Let me know in the comments below why. It's just not really for me. Thank you as always for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and watching in general. Please enable notifications so that you don't miss anything. And with all that being said, I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.